Hello there, internet friends. I'm Ryan, and this is Demos in the Dark. And tonight we're going to do something that I think is fun. And it started like this. I was looking for something very specific, and it's something I've had for a long time. So I was looking in really old boxes, the boxes that you have in the way back of the shelf. And while I didn't find the specific thing I was looking for, I found something else. I found the Overdrive pedal that I bought when I was in high school. It's this, the Boss OD-1. This is a black label Japanese one. I bought it. I must have bought it used because I wasn't in high school in the 80s. And I hope I have progressed as a guitar player since then. So my question is this thing still cool? Let's find out. I loved this pedal. I used this pedal all the time. This pedal was my sound. This thing, I just used this thing all the time. And it's an 80s model. It is Japanese made. It's a black label. And that might give you the indication that this is a good one. And it depends on who you ask. If you ask someone like Analog Mike, this is not one of the good ones. Why is this not one of the good ones? Because it has a JRC 4558 chip in it, and that is a chip that is used in it was used in various tube screamers. But according to Mike, that's not the good chip. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this doesn't have any special sauce, any special mojo. This is just kind of your standard run-of-the-mill OD-1, even though it was made in Japan and even though it's black label. And what I'm going to start out with first is I'm going to try to make a song with this thing. I'm going to run it down on a mix with multiple guitar tracks and then come on back here and we'll see how it sounds all by its lonesome. That sounded pretty darn good. I thought the pedal sounded good in that mix. I thought the single coils had a lot of presence and a lot of spank. I thought that the humbuckers had a lot of warmth and a lot of girth to it. I don't know. I thought it sounded good. But let's dissect that a little bit and try some of those sounds on their own. We'll start with single coils. I am running a Scythe guitars OH-19 into a Benson Amps Monarch reverb. Sounds like this. Not a lot of controls on this puppy. You got a volume and a gain. So let's turn them and see what kind of sounds we can get. Already ran into something that I'm not super into, and it's that this pedal doesn't have a ton of dynamics to it. When you roll off the volume on your guitar, you saw there it lightened up a little bit. It got a little bit brighter, but did it clean up? No, not really. And as a high school player, that didn't matter to me at all because I never touched my volume knobs or tone knobs or anything. I just, pounded out power chords. But as an adult player, I live and breathe by my volume knobs. And if something doesn't clean up and doesn't have the dynamics to clean up or the headroom to clean up, it's not necessarily going to be a contender for my board. So we've already got a strike against this pedal for adult me. I have grabbed some humbuckers here in this Heritage H150, and we will run down a similar thing right here. was just a brief look at my high school overdrive pedal. Is it something that I'm gonna resurrect and make my adult overdrive pedal? Nah. I do think it sounds good though. It has a very distinct sound. And yeah, I mean, like Joe Walsh used one of these, like it's got a sound that you recognize. And that's cool. And I do think they sound good. But is it gonna like kick my Timmy off my board? The Timmy that I've used for my whole adult life? No, it's not. But I do like it though. I like it a lot. So I appreciate you going on this little adventure with me, and thank you for your time.